How have you been? I've been processing a lot of things. A lot of things. Hence the delay on my being away from here. Also, the phrase, we will believe the stories we tell ourselves is coming to mind. Also, they will believe the stories they tell themselves. In my taking time to process things or unpack things or like universal truths or closure that the universe has delivered to me through people that about things I already knew in my life, they assume that I hold a grudge is about things, and I'm not holding grudges. So when we're dealing, and maybe you're dealing with this too, when we're dealing with people in relationships or in connections, friendship, romantically, familial, or otherwise, and they continuously violate boundaries or disrespectful, religiously bring up the past woundings that they've done, and or even though I'm sorry's have been exchanged, forgiveness has been granted or given, amends have been given, what have you, and those boundaries continue to be violated, and then one removes themselves from the other space, and then the other person says that person, me, is holding a grudge. That's not a grudge. That's me enforcing a boundary. And there's a difference, because a grudge, it involves me, anybody holding like anger against the other person, and I'm not angry. I'm not resentful. I'm just done having my boundaries violated or disrespected. And so I'm just setting a standard and of my time, effort, and energy being respected. And so maybe you're dealing with that too. And I won't, and you shouldn't have to tolerate anybody disrespecting you or saying nasty things about you to your face and or behind your back to people that you know and love and care for, slandering your name, and or to your children. It's not good energy to put out into the world, and I forgive them, for they know not what they do. But also, it's important to know that you are allowed to stand up for yourself and say no. And that's not okay. And I'm done with that. We can all be adults here, and you're not responsible for how people choose to respond or react in your space. All you are responsible for is how you choose to react or respond in their space, and holding yourself accountable for that. It's a conversation. That's all. It's just a conversation. And I had another person today say, you haven't talked to me in a while because I said something to you, and I thought you were upset with me because I said it. I was like, actually, no, I wasn't upset with you at all. So that's where that whole be careful about, people will believe the stories they tell themselves. I wasn't angry or upset at all. I was honestly just dealing with my own shit. And it had nothing to do with them. Because when I'm dealing with my own shit, I kind of go into hermit mode a little bit. And because I don't want to hurt anybody with my issues and my dealing with my stuff. It's not that I'm going to hurt anybody. It's just like, I don't want to project that my own wounding onto other people. And sometimes that looks like depression. Sometimes that looks like, because even like in people who do this kind of work or energy work or healing energetic work or life coaching or counselors or anything, we deal with stuff too. And we're human. We're souls living a human experience. And sheesh. So it's very just like it's important to be conscientious of our energy and how we're working with others, and the stories that we're putting out there, and the stories that we're telling ourselves and others, and realizing that we have complete control over those stories that we tell, and that we have power to reframe those stories and call our power back. Because I'm only a victim if I tell myself I'm a victim. And so are those people. Those people are only victims if they tell themselves they're victims. And I am so tired of trying to remind those people that they are not victims, because that is exhausting work. To keep trying to save people from the stories that they insist on drowning themselves with. Mind you, these people are not here on TikTok. But if you are dealing with people like that, it's okay for you to set boundaries and say no, and to just set boundaries and protect your own time and energy, and do things that fill your own cup and give you your energy back. So from the Soul Truth messages, we got, am I on the right path? Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. You might be seeing feathers also. This is today's soul action. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. You might also be having solar plexus activations and or burping, and any time you do that, you're releasing any stagnant energy in your chakra system. We also got, what else could this mean? It says, there are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from others' perspectives. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Not to me, not any other way, but for me. Like, what am I supposed to learn? From the Akashic deck that I just got, we got study. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. Maybe it's me. Healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. I got this card today. Also, when I was reading that card study, I think it's also the teacher is your higher self, or your spirit guides. But also be open, because we are all, like, these teachers are also students. It's like we don't hold any one role. Like, we are all the roles, and we don't adhere to any one title. We don't have titles. We just are. Have faith. I got this card today too. It says, it's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Because you gotta have faith. Dun, 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 dun. Wisdom. You've been here before and you know what to do. Yet your fear of disappointing others, or you fear that. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in this situation. We talked about boundaries. Pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to take a step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Take a breath. Go for a walk. Drink some cold water. Splash some water on your face. Be good to yourself. You deserve it. You're the biggest love story of your life. Be well.